So this is another Instructable. It's a nice clock using glass for the face. You may recognise the pieces of glass. This was for an Instructables I did on cutting glass, and the idea was to always use this glass to make a clock. Obviously I've got the 12 segments I need, but I'm just going to do a very quick demonstration on how to cut these sections accurately. If you need more information on cutting glass, then please look at the other Instructable. There's a lot of information on what to do. So you can see here I've got some offcuts of glass. I've got my yellow fabric to stop things sliding about, and I've got a nice bit of chunky wood. Push the piece of glass up onto the wood, and I have made a template. I think it's quite important to make a template so you get the radius nice at the end, but initially if you want you can just use a set square. So again, I'm going to use my little bit of fabric underneath the set square so things don't move around. Push the glass tightly onto the piece of wood, and also push the set square onto the wood, and then we're just going to go again, firm pressure, one cut, that should be it. And then we will just, I've got an Allen key here, I couldn't find a needle, so let's just put that in the join there on the cut, put that on the cut, firm pressure either side, and that should go nicely. Obviously we want the radius, so you really do need to make the template. I've actually put the fabric on the back of the template as well, just to make it easy. So get that as close as you can, and once you're happy, firm pressure again around. Now when you break this, you'll get a good break this end. This one just slightly tail off, not much, but some glass worse than others. It's not gone too bad, but there is just a little sharp edge here. So that's all I've done. I've then ground the ends to match the hole needed for the clock movement. So now I've got all the sections, I'm going to foil them up and put them together. So you can see I've finished foiling all the sections of glass, and what I've decided to do is take a piece of plywood, draw a circle on the piece of plywood and fit all the pieces of glass within that circle. That should keep it nice and accurate. For the middle hole where the clock movement's going to go through, I've decided that to tidy up this area I'm going to solder a washer in place. So now I'm happy with the position. I've used a piece of sellotape just to stick all the sections together, and now I will just go and tack the pieces of glass. So everything's soldered up. It's not a hard process to do, just flux the copper and then solder over, and you can see I've fitted the clock movement. Also, while I was at it, I've added a couple of loops just so I can hang the clock. These are just made out of I think it's 1mm copper wire stripped from domestic wiring. So now it's just a matter of putting the hands on and seeing what it looks like.